Hello folks and welcome back to Fort Triumph, where we carry on to Act 2, I guess. We hit continue? I guess we hit continue. We continue to Act 2, where we discover that Lady Orlean has betrayed us. Now we take Durales, Solaris, Evon, Krita, and the guild improvements, and we were taking the longbow, the good luck bow for Evon. We will take them afterwards into the caves in pursuit of Garbarak, the only witness to this betrayal, and the only hope of exonerating themselves and bringing the truth to light onwards. Because we were betrayed. And ironically, the evil person we're betraying is the only person who can swear to that betrayal. Although, again, to what court? Act 2, Beneath the Surface. This is... yes, Heroes of Might and Magic just have a Beneath the Surface mode, that's true. I think we've lost them. Doris pauses to catch her breath and stares at the darkness behind them. I cannot believe. The nobles' code. The nobles' duty to their people. How can this be for Orlean to act in such a... God. Evon's voice is a bugbear for me and will be until my dying day. It's like I've kind of going for like some kind of switch between Cockney and like West End, not West End, West Country. I'm just going low, sneaky, shifty, wicked, deceitful, double-dealing, devious, loathsome, evil. Vile, repugnant, base, repellent, depraved, debauched, sly, underhand, duplicitous. Bad. Went Russian there. Ugh. Bad, not good. Common manner. This ain't common, pal. Now I've gone Scottish for Evon Dogman. That's not supposed. Critter's meant to be Scottish. Ah, Christ. Well, Evon's gonna go like, this ain't common, pal. This is pure as noble as you get. A bunch of backstabbing, glory-seeking, freeloading parasites. But the code, the nobles' privilege and duty to their people, their houses, their kingdoms. Solaris gestures helplessly, finding no comfort in the words. Yeah, look, this is the nobles' code. You see a back turned your way, you stab it before it stabs you. Trust me, I stabbed enough backs in my day to know a deft backstabber. Very poetic. Could you concentrate on the mission at hand? We are dead men. Ugh, women too. Dead men and women, if we go back now, we have to retrieve their evidence that Orlean conspired against Avathis. Evon, you're a ranger. Yeah, real ranger, with a certificate. Even the watch couldn't prove otherwise. What? Can you track them? Oh, now we're in a cave. Ain't no portraits in the stone. Alright, I do have a spell that can help us. It's a seeking spell. But it requires me to channel mana until we reach our target. Again? You promised no more channeling. I'm starting to think you got a problem. We must. It's for the sake of the due process. Durales licks her lips with a hungry look on her face. Why not? How could things be made worse in the current state of affairs? How could the toll be heavier to bear than this affliction of treachery? Woe on us, for we are naught but playthings of mendacious heroes and false gods. The party shifts uncomfortably for a time before Durales breaks the awkward silence. Right. So, Evon, you're in charge until I return? From where? Durales mumbles an incantation, her eyes beginning to glow bright blue. Yes. All is seen clearly now. Follow me, underlings, as light reveals all, and the infinite cosmos whispers. I know, here. Maybe have it talk louder. Just follow her and don't let her burn anything on the way. So we are there. There is a few siege spiders there. There's a automaton there. There's a few footmen over there. We gotta go capture the village then. Okay, let's have a gander first. Few siege spiders. Battle. Oh, we can't actually say no to the battle. Intriguing. Excuse me. Max action points, tenacious, stun protection, etc, etc, etc. Right. What's a siege spider when it's at home? It bites and paralyzes. You just bite, but you do a piercing bite, which ignores armor and damage reduction. Okay, so you're the concern. You are, as we say, a heckin' concern. What is that? Just a physical item, I guess, a physics item. Evon, can you go over here? Yes, you can. Please. Oh, two big uns. Okay, we've got two big uns here. Two seed spiders and a spiderling. Can you apply fire to one of you lot? Or should you go straight regular shot? Even the regular shot doesn't do that much damage. Their armor is considerable. In that case, fire is more important. Because fire will do damage over time. Oh, they're also, of course, are they blocking? They're blocking. How dare they block? Right. You head over here. Can you... what can you vortex, interestingly? Unfortunately, they've all like really out of position for a good vortex. Whirlwind you. It is stunned. Move there. Finish you off, good. Which leaves you to go over there. And I think I should just boot. Boot the rock, thank you. I do not require... Someone said I needed action points to do action attacks of opportunity. I clearly don't. Because Critter has no action points left over. It took 2 to go there and attack, so that was... We do not need action points to do attacks of opportunity. You need to have that thing active. It was the bleeding that was causing problems. It must have been. Once per turn, disabled and receiving damage. Yeah, it has to be the bleeding. Alright, okay, we'll move you up to there. Yeah, so... pull you into that. You're stunned. Kick you into that wall. Accurately just shoot you for no damage. Ah, you actually took damage there, and you're also bleeding. You're bleeding for 2 turns. Okay, you're fine. Let's see, what can we do here? That's interesting. Now, of course, we could just, you know, attack, because that works. I'm intrigued, actually. Hang on. Electrocuted, which if you move the next turn, you'll die, because the bleed will kill you. And you go over there and kill that one. And then, you know, just end the turn. Oh, you bled for 1. That's why. Why is that? How odd. Regardless, that'll do the trick. They all have armor, though, definitely. Grade A. No damage taken. Good. We can work with this. Kick is the only physics ability without a cooldown. Yes, we know. Right. What's in the common chest? Longsword. Good. Who's running longsword? I believe you were running longsword. You take that. You take that. Because you're doing multiple attacks, the ability for you to pierce armor is more important. Because you can pierce the armor twice. Automaton. You encounter an old-looking automaton. It buzzes and hums and seems strangely fascinated by you. Flesh thing, your design is inefficient. With enough beat coins, it can meat enhance you, or if I had enough magic, I could optimize your structure. Vigilant is automatically overwatches and braces. Determined is upon death remains alive as long as there are willing allies. Ooh, okay. Leave it in an efficient manner. We might come back to you then. Right, we'll grab... we shall grab the magic. Actually, because I can't really reach there this turn anyway, so I might as well go deal with the footmen. Might as well deal with the footmen since there's no going back there right now. Like 2 footmen that we can see anyway. If you move over here, what's that? That's. If you move over here. Ah, we found peasants as well. Your movements. Okay, you can't get close to still attack. You can move over there and throw a rock, but cover. Evade menace. You're bleeding for 2. Okay, critter. 3 damage times 2, you say. Go over there. Good. Right. They specifically put themselves in positions where Vortex doesn't quite work the way I want it to do. We'll go over there. Blast. Right, fine, it's not going to work. Works from here, though, right? Yeah. We can whirlwind from here. And at which point you can go over here. Can they reach? They can lob rocks, but they can't reach. Go over here. Oh, because I hit spider tag. Oh, hello. Thank you for attacking the spider for me. Appreciate you attacking the spider for me. Yeah, thank you. So you automatically created a spiderling. Ah, interesting. If you attack the spider's eggs, a spider is born. That worked beautifully well, actually. Nice, and you healed back to full. Evon? You're stunned. Move over to here. There's no real good place for this to be there, right, though. So there's not. So we will give you electrocution. And you. And there you go. Bash. Grade B. Yeah, fine, whatever. I'll take it. Different areas in the crypt cause a different variety of effects. So they do. Get the coin chest. For coins or for experience? It's a good point. XP. How much XP was that? 35. So 35 was not an inconsiderate amount, which is good. Right, next turn we'll head back to base. Well, say base, we'll head back to this city, which will then become base. Let's get us a place where we can start earning money and spending renown and so forth. Okay. The storyteller The party arrives at a rundown hamlet comprised of rickety shacks in a severe state of disrepair. What a dump this list turned out to be. This really where Garbarak's hiding?
This decrepit hamlet blocks our path. We shall remove its tiresome obstacle and make it naught but ash and dust.
Pin her down.
Be gone, fireball.
So Lars and Evon pinned Jorlis to the ground just as the fireball escaped Jorlis' fingers. I set fire to these people's homes, not that I care. But village look better. Why? Why does that come out for you? Village better. Very roomy, rustic but inviting. I give 2 stars now. That ain't the point. But yeah. Smell sure got better. Lily's glowing blue eyes return to their usual colour. She looks around and takes in the scene. Ah, good. There might have been goblins hiding in that dangerous house. Evon stares at the fire doubtfully. You really think? Jorlaise retorts snappily and retorts her eyes. Look, you Puritan, one tiny house is a small place to make for eavesdropping on the orbit of the cosmos. I don't expect you to understand. Let's go find Garbarak. You don't even know Fireball, lady. Okay. We have... Okay, Critter, let's move up. Everyone moves up 1 action point, because it means you have more... Something not feel right.
Get the humans!
Goblins! Sound the alarm! A villager rings a gong made out of crumbling old brass. Militiamen in torn rags emerge from a nearby hovel. The fire continues spreading to the rest of the house, the dry old wood igniting immediately. Oh, sweet and merciful gods, fire too! The village is burning! My house, my only blanket, my rock! It's all I had. Why would anyone do this to us? Where is our lord? See, like I was telling you, we can't kill this human now. It will only ease his suffering. What would the Demon King, wretched above all, think of this? But if he acts in bad faith with the inherent of cruelty, are we also responsible for the indirect kindness caused by our actions? Philosophy. If we act in bad faith with the inherent cruelty, are we also responsible for the indirect kindness caused by our actions? One might argue that the consequences of our actions speak louder than our intentions. Solaris brightens at the sight of the goblins. At last, simple familiar purpose. Turn back, heathenous fiends. You will not harm these innocent civilians. See how absurd this is? If he kills us before we end the village's suffering, did they cause evil? Stupid. So bloody stupid. We can battle cry for 1 action point, can't we? You can battle cry for 1 action. What are you? Scout, Raider. You're the scout. So if you hang on, let me just. Because if you move to there, we'll have 1 action point left over, with which to cause battle cry. Yeah, fine, whatever. Battle cry, please. Does not cost any AP for the moving units. Okay, so we'll battle cry, which basically means they get to move forward for free. Especially because if they're in cover, it means there'll be multiple attacks to be done here. And you're also way closer, so you can actually move and attack at the same time. Okay, right. Grapple hook. No point grappling hooking you. We'll grapple hook you. That means you're stunned. We'll fire arrow you. You go over here. You're gonna boot this one into the other one. That one dies as well, hilariously. But you're now stunned. If I move, you've got that done, so if I do that with you, 16% unfortunately. You can do it, you can move over here. And then you can shockwave, not shockwave, sorry, whirlwind you. Squish that dead. Not quite, but still pretty good. Okay. There you go, you down. You don't need action points, you need that skill to be intact, whatever that skill is. Luckily they aren't attacking us. Can you? Actually, to be fair, it'll take quite a while, so... Stun you. There's nothing there to grab, unfortunately, is there? Not really. Okay, in which case... Move over there. Hit you, and you're gonna go ahead and just, shoot. Oh wow, really? Okay, fine. In which case you go stand over there. I could probably bleeding light. So blinding light there. Take the damage. And we critical that as well. How lucky. You leveled up too. Level 9 for you. Several peasants appear, their faces a mix of patheticness and hope. My lord, what a marvelous display. Now, why has the West Country come out now? You've come to us in our need, like we knew you would. Please, I am no lord, merely a traveller, warrior and hobbyist Poe. Solaris pauses on noticing the villager gawking at Evon. Dorales turns to Evon inquisitively. Something to share with the rest of the group? Yeah, we've run across the village of morons. Evon turns to yell at the villagers. Get out of here, you bunch of rubes. The crowd sighs disappointedly, grumbles and disperses. What's the meaning of this, Evon? Evon spits on the ground. Tell you when we get out of here. Let's clear out the rest of this village. Is Evon like a random lord? After all that complaining about lordliness, Evon is actually a lord. Shocking. Right, so to clear the rest of the village out, because over there then. Right, let's move up people. Actually, we've still got a bit of turn left, haven't we? So we'll move up. Right, Solaris, what did you do for us? New ability. Rally, which increases power and speed of nearby allies for 2 turns. Rain, cross-class, summons range, quenching fire and reducing friction for 2 turns. And bolster the armor for costs no action points, but increases armor for 3 for 1 turn. Okay. Go for the rally. And rally has no range limit. There you go, that's sorted, that's immediately useful. No matter where you are on the map, you can be rallied into having more. That fire is definitely spreading. Right, go over there again. Let's move you up to where can you really? Is that just that's just shy? You can go behind that rock then. Go on. You can go behind this pillar here, behind the rock. Don't go behind the pillar. Behind the pillar is a nasty place. Critter. There's nothing over here at least, so move up to there. Things you will automatically brace anyway, so can you get whirlwind doesn't do anything, it just does it? No. In that case, get behind the house here. You can just, you know what, Overwatch, and you will rush to that window over there. Wow. Rolled a 20 and rolled a 36. That's just impressive. Okay. Right, so you were hurt, but you can basically get up to... Okay, let's have a look here. Right. Because we can go over here with you. Then Vortex actually is of use here, because we can Vortex these two together. They're both stunned. You get to move up to... Move up to there. Get an extra encourage there. Which means you get to just shot out. You're stunned. There is a Terrify there, so go there. Get Terrify on you as well. Well, that paralyzed, you can't move, can you? Oh well. Never mind. And then Blinding Light on you. So you can't do anything. You've got to run away. You've got to run away. Will you move closer a bit? Those two are now useless. They're guarding that house, apparently. Right. Iron Floss. You... You'll hopefully die to bleeding. Not sure that'll work, but you should die to bleeding. Take damage per turn for 2 turns, so you should die to bleeding. Get behind that. You can... What can you teleport to? You can teleport to here and then blast... Use a shockwave on this bunch here. Actually, if you move to... Move to here. Then you can whirlwind that rock into your face. Or, yeah. Damage stunned there. So you're bleeding to death. You're stunned. Solaris can go over there and basically kick this one down a bit. Just make that one stunned. Or go over here and kick that one, although that means you're available there. Yeah, I'm willing to give that a shot. Just boot that tree over. That'll do me. And Evon... You better do that. Good. Overwatch on you. Good hit. I was thinking like, oh hang on, we haven't got the ability that lets us like what's the word I'm looking for? Counterattack. Yeah, it's a guild ability that counterattacks. Right. Okay, so let's make sure that you go over there. Just sit beside that one. You, there's no rock in front of you anymore, but you can go over here. Pull you into a rock there. Wow, and managed to stun yourself in the process. You genius you are. Achievement unlocked, stun lock. Stun an enemy for 3 turns consecutively. Well, definitely. That's definitely what happened there. Just slam him down there. A little bit of healing. And... You know what? Why wait for the end of the turn? Just... kill it. Level up for you as well. Nice. So you are a lord here? Nah, half noble. And it's a technicality. My pa was the one, and he fooled around with the townsfolk, not the brightest fella. And his rightful heirs didn't fall far from the tree, so when the two eventually met their ends, heroically leading a cavalry charge against pikemen and showing up unarmed to demand taxes from a local crime lord, the people turned to me. And this place still has a treasury? Real funny. Now, I was young and naive back then. Everyone gets a forlorn look in his eyes. Just for my 15th name day. They gave me power, and I tried to make things better. Tried getting the peasants thinking for themselves so they don't get the short end of the stick from nobles no more. They don't need them. Of course, that all went to hell. Turns out people like complaining about things, but when you give them the option out, they don't take it. Really, they want drama and they want to blame others, and that's all of it. That's when I gave up helping people who don't help themselves, and the nobles have been cheating ever since. But you cheat many more time. I know I'm doing wrong, and I'm going to end up paying for it all, in jail. But the nobles set up the system so they get away with anything. It ain't right. And the people don't like doing anything, so it'll continue doing it forever. It's infuriating.
Such slander. 'Tis a sorrowful tale of injustice, friend, but one mustn't lose faith. I believe people are wise and can tell good from evil.
Evan rolls his eyes. You also believe there's only a sky ghost watching and judging us, so I'm going to take my chances with my trust in my instincts and leaving these losers to their fate. You cannot abandon your people in their time of need. Yeah? Watch me. Hey, really? I think it's because they want you to do as much physics damage as possible. They incentivize physics damage, I think. Okay, let's see here. Garbrak not here at all. He must have passed through and the spell picked up on it. We'll just channel it a bit more and... No more channeling. You, local peasant, have you seen a gaggle of goblins passing by? Name's Tom. No, I want West Country accent, peasant accent. Name's Tom, Mayor Tom. God, screw it, I don't care. And didn't you just kill a gaggle of goblins? I would say it was more a covey. A gaggle is so much larger, get less than a bevy. Ain't you the one who started the fire that burnt our house down? I ain't telling you a damn thing. Slayer's glares pointedly at Dorlays. In order to save you from bloodthirsty goblins, you ingrates. I suppose freezing to this is marginally better than being gutted like a fish. But I still ain't telling you a squat. You'd burn my damn house down. And we are most apologetic for that, right, Dorlays? Dorlays shakes her head. But you must grant us that the village was in quite heavy disarray even before our arrival. Aye. Times have been tough. We've lived under constant goblins and living raids for months now. The undead have accosted these lands as well. The same has been occurring on the surface. Aye, they've been split from that cemetery down the road to that end. And our nobles, Orlin or Avathis, or even Evon, haven't been any help, unless... Evon angrily shakes his head. That's a shame. But tell you what, if you help us clear the cemetery, I'll point you in Garbrak's direction. A fine idea, sir. Consider your troubles as good as ended. Great. You have to go over there, but at the moment we have a town, at long last. Our guild is... What did we kept the tactics. Right, that's what we kept. I understand. Increase damage by 1. Increase speed by 1. fort. Upgrade City Hall. And next time we start exploring the underworld. Chapter Act 2 with our level 8 heroes. Critter just leveled up. What's Critter's new ability going to be? Rare ability, Bloodlust. On killing an enemy, the barbarian becomes frenzied, granting extra accent. Okay! That's good. Alternatively, Frighten. Frightens nearby enemies, causing them to run away in panic. Cancels reactions or frightens enemies. Interesting. Interesting, actually. Those are both actually very good. Because if you move with one action point and kill, you get 2 action points, which lets you do... You can move and then battle cry, which is pretty good. Alternatively, Frighten is a 14 range that causes enemies to run. Cancel reactions of potentially loads of enemies from range. Oh, they're both good. I want them both. What else do we have that cancel reactions? We've got Blinding Light cancels reactions, and potentially things like Evon Dogbane arrows and Durley's abilities to cancel reactions. So we'll go with the Bloodlust. What are your skills? You get... Kill the enemy also enters a dodge stance, causing the next attack against him to miss. Okay, so it's currently once per turn. And you need to be 15 to get Insatiable Bloodlust. Oh, Blast. See, old Blast, like, it's still useful, but... Okay, we've learned our lesson. We can increase the heal effect by 1. I am tempted, I'll tell you no lies. Regardless. Your next ability is coming at like level 15, so that's not happening soon. You've got plenty of abilities. Your next ability is level 15. Level 15. Evan hasn't leveled up yet, but we'll get his ability now. Regardless, folks, I will catch you all next time. Yeah, we'll carry on with more Fort Triumph. See how far we can get. Anyway, I'll see you then, folks. Bye-bye.